Hello, welcome everybody. This is another video like usual. It is going to be a 15-minute sketch. This time I am going back to the program Krita. Usually I'm drawing in the software called Sketchbook Pro, but for the sake of this little sketching montage or sketching tutorial, whichever you prefer to do, if you think that you learn from it, this one we're gonna be making a comic. Like I promised in the previous video, I was gonna be making a comic uh, within a 15-minute period. Hopefully I could get it done within that 15-minute period, and then you guys are like, whoa, that was fast. That was awesome. Oh my god, I had to subscribe and like and everything. No. Hopefully, but sadly that's not how reality works, right? So I'm just gonna get started. Put the 15 minutes on the timer. Like usual. Uh, pressing the side. Okay, and let's get started. I don't have really a good idea of what I want to do, so I mean, like if you have a good idea of what your story's gonna be like, that would be good. This, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna make a one of my uh comics. Well, not my comic. It's my girlfriend's comic at first. But I've been drawing more of it than she has, and it's gonna be a, a story of like two characters that fall in love with each other and so on and so forth. And they're both animals because I used to get picked on when I was younger and get called a turtle. So now my character is a turtle. And hers, since she's very colorful and full of life and everything like that, and she's really fun to be around with. I call her Unicorn. So I'm gonna make a comic about that, and maybe it could be a very simple story. The best thing to do sometimes is just like write lines down, like what you want down. I didn't do that, but if you want to, you can. Uh, Throw a joke in between if you're making a really small comic. If you're not making a really small comic, then don't throw a joke in between. That would be kind of redundant. Like I said, this page out of 300, you don't have to throw a joke right in the middle. You could just keep it as is and then just like go on and on with it. But let's pretend that it's just gonna be a small clip of a story and then that's it. Let's say, for example, uh, I'm gonna have like two characters. Imagine a scenario where uh, yeah. Let's move over here so then I could kind of like sketch out some of things. Oh, flip canvas stuff. Press delete. Then move out of this so then I can actually have this a little bit more smaller. Now the purpose for it to be small is because I'm not trying to pay attention to it too much. I'm just gonna do a really rough sketch. Maybe do it within a 1 minute period and then go on and so. Uh, I want the character, uh, let's say character one, to say something to character two. Character two will take up probably about that much, and then the text bubbles will be something like that, and character two would just have like a basic reaction, and so then afterwards, it will look to the side or something like that, and they're both looking to the side, and then they see something really weird happening in the distance. Uh, the character here, and then something weird happening in the distance here. I don't know. I'm just improvising this. It's supposed to take very little time, and then afterwards, they just in this text they just like look at each other and start laughing. So looking at each other and ha ha. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's basic idea. So that's what I want, and I'm gonna get that across within a small, within that 15-minute period of time. I just came up with this in the spot. Maybe I'll just have, I'll also change the color of everything. I mean, first start the timer. go to Safari and stuff. And obviously, I don't want this. Just it'll be cheating if I start off with like a rough. Okay, let's get started. Now, yeah, now that sounded not so confident. Okay, let's move in because I can't bear to like do it from that distance. Make it darker, probably like a blue or something like that. Not too. Yeah, that works. Luckily, if I try sketching, it stays there within this boundary. So let's do that. Uh, Character one will be the unicorn. So let's have the head of the unicorn like lagging behind me. Don't know why. Then corner's face right here. You know, just work with circles essentially. The neck, the body, the back end of the unicorn, the ears or something. It's gonna be very rough. But I want it to be readable, so I wanna have the eyes kind of like that, and then something like that. Maybe this. She's opening up her mouth. Maybe something like that. And because it's a unicorn, you can't really have a unicorn without a horn, could you? And hair, really quick hair. Gotta be kind of all over, slightly all over the place, but not all over the place in a way. It's supposed to be very rough, but I want it to at least look decent. Maybe her hair kind of extends this way, so on and so forth. Maybe some this way too. The ears kind of like that. Her cheek, and so on and so forth. Erase some of this because I don't want to be able to see the other circle. It's kind of like if I'm erasing a part of the rough sketch. Maybe I'll have mouth be kind of like that. And something like that. Somewhat real horse proportions, but at the same time not. This will be where her upper arms will be at, or her the front part of the body. Maybe the tail somewhere here in the distance. No, not tail. And then obviously she's got to be interacting with this character. So right here, so this one will be the turtle. Maybe the turtle's more lower to the ground, so something like horizon line. Oh, that is not what I want. That actually made the brush a little thicker. Yeah, that works. Doesn't really have to be perfect. Just like a really quick horizon line, or ground line, and then I'll just have like the unicorn be somewhere here. Our front legs would be kind of like standing up like that. And neck and everything. And head. Just trying to do a really rough drawing. Horn. Hair. It's not gonna be perfect. And then she's gotta be looking down. Or if she's looking down, her face should be pointing down more like so. Yeah, something like that. Doesn't really have to be perfect or anything like that. It's gonna be right here. She's always kind of angry. I don't want that. Maybe very simple look. Perfect. Then the turtle will be somewhere here. The turtle's gonna be kind of like this sort of ball-like shape, and the head is gonna be right here, and then the legs. Really simple. Legs. Boom, boom, and then tail, and then little nose thing for the turtle. And then another line off in the distance. And then something happening weird over here. Let's say over here is going to be a human or something. Maybe he's behind glass. Because in this world, the humans are the ones being looked at behind glass stuff. He's on his own island or something. Just kind of looks like he's waving at them. And then over here is like, hey, look at that weird person. Look at that human. He's looking at us. Hey. It's usually I wouldn't write it all down, so I'm just gonna erase that. I'm just gonna have like the text bubble, and then I'll just write like keep a note of what she said. Then move down. Then they're both gonna be looking, or in this case, that's how the turtle look. And then the glass kind of like cuts off somewhere here, and then this is the island thing that the human was at, and stuff. And then the human will be right here. Uh, it doesn't have to be very perfect human. I'm just doing like a very rough shape of a human. And then this human is gonna be like waving hi at them. And then I'm gonna have him say so odd. I had to copy this frame right here, something like that. I'm switching up the story as I go. So if you notice how some of the frames are not as I described at first, I'm switching it up as I go. Maybe I'll say so odd, or no, have like no. This one will be the picture of like the uh, person's face. And it looks like a really happy face or something like that. No, this is I'm doing it very simplistic. It's not like I'm doing this in my own art style, completely because I'm doing this really rough. I'm not I'm not trying to pay too much attention to it, and we're like halfway done with like most of the way done with the time. So have the person just looking at them. The arm will be kind of like this, and then arm, bam, where this hand is down, so you kind of like that. Erase some of this. Erase that. And have it be kind of like that. The finger and then the hand. That looks like a robot in a way. And then here they'll look at each other and they'll say weird. Maybe I'll have the turtle's head be kind of like that and going down, and then the unicorn's head be right here. They're both gonna be kind of smiling. Have the horn there, and then the hair kind of like that. In every direction, I don't know. And then this, like that, neck. Then they're both gonna say weird. Or that's odd, and then they'll just like start laughing. And maybe I'll copy this actually, and so it saves up some time. So I'm just gonna press Control C to this area, or then Control V, or in my case, Command, because it's a Mac, and then I'm just gonna be moving this frame lightly over to somewhere here. Press Enter, and then go to the selection tool, tap out, and then go back to the brush. Obviously, I want it to not be in that. Maybe I'll erase some of this. Normally for this sort of portion, you would merge the layers, but I'm trying to save up on time, so I'm not gonna do that. And then I'll just have all this being erased. This is how you can save up on time, just like copy things. And try making it less noticeable than usual. So like have them kind of like that and laughing. Maybe bring this a little bit lower. And this too. And then this too. Erase that and have it be. Kind of like if he's squinting his eyes a little. Because usually when you smile, you kind of squint your eyes. So then have the same thing happening with a unicorn. And then obviously it'll just be like, ha ha ha. And since we got barely any time, this is gonna be the rough sketch. And obviously for inking, you could do when you have more time. So then what you're gonna do is gonna go to the, I'm trying to find my the heck. Okay, go to the text, and then just select this areas where you need the text at, and then afterwards let it load. Hopefully it loads. We're pretty much out of time with this portion. We got like 5 seconds. I'm just gonna stop the timer right there, because we already pretty much finished the comic. All we need is a text. So right. Hey, look. Power capital H. Hey, look at that weird human. Hey, look at that weird human. And then I'll just like press look, enter, at that, enter, weird, enter, and then press save, and then see how that scales according. And press close. Move this down. Probably click on it with the text tool again. And then I'll scale up this font. Maybe I'll have the font be something like, let's see, 15? It was 13 before. So let's have it be 16. And then I'll pick like a really different, let's pick animated so it looks like a little bit more cartoony. And 16 seems too small. 20. Save. Yeah, that works. Close out of that. Move it up. Tap to the side. Hey, look at that weird human. Then they're both. Then she looks at him. He looks at the weird human. And the human just like waves back at them. And then here. Oh, you know what? I can have a fun. Here I'll have something that says huh or where. Just like questioning. And then where's the question mark on this keyboard? It should, when you're typing things really fast, you forget. Where? I think that's the right where. Where? Not to wear something, but to wear something. And then go to animated. Go to font size. Maybe have this one bigger. So 25. Enter. Save. Close. Move it down. Probably rotate it. See, I can't really scale it up. I guess I don't even need to go to the font thing. I just double click on it. So let's go for 30. No. 40. Save. Close. That doesn't look any more different than what it did before. Oh. 40. Save. Save. What is going on? Maybe I do need to go to the text thing and then click on it. Save. Yeah, that's weird. That wasn't allowing it. Maybe questions it and have the text away from the human so then you can see the human in the distance. And then here, obviously, there are shortcuts to all this. Just letting you guys know. But I'd rather not go through all the shortcuts right now. I'm trying to go through the process that everybody kind of goes through. Of course, most people type better, like faster and better than I do. It's I'm kind of slow at it. What else? What else? Yeah. So odd. He is so odd. And then, like usual, change the font, change the size. Maybe I'll put it 24. Save, close, bring it down, rotate it a little, and then there. Now you got a full-on comic really quickly. I'm not sure if it took me exactly 15 minutes, but that's, yeah, well, 15 minutes to do all the rough drawing. Everything else, not so much. You know, you need the story, and I was improvising everything on the go. Hopefully, you guys did learn something new from this. You can make comics really quickly, and obviously, this is gonna be the rough work. So, if you ever were to make comics like this, start off with the rough work. It doesn't need to be perfect. It could be as simple as this, where look if you look at my line work, oh my god, it's atrocious. Where the fuck is my okay? If you look at the line work, look, it's not even connected like a full circle. The human doesn't look really perfect, but it gets the point across. And then you move over here where I did focus on more details. I probably took like the longest just doing this drawing, where it was more close up, and it's not perfect. It's just to get the point across. And obviously here you get the idea that they're kind of in this place where there's something right here, and maybe if I did like strokes of like a different color, probably like that, and then I passed it with this. Uh, go here, and I do that. Oh, wrongly. Go to sketch and then do that. And that's a weird looking glass. I do this. And you could tell that that will be glass. And if I covered up this whole entire area, and that is horrible. It doesn't even get anything, any color. Okay, maybe darker. There. Now you could kind of give the illusion of it being behind glass, and then stroke right there and there. So then you can tell that he is behind some sort of glass. It's little tweaks here and there that give off the illusion of what everything's that's happening. Also strokes here. Erase the strokes from. No. Okay, go back to this. Let's select that, and that, and then that. And just like that, you get yourself a really easily done comic where you can tell that they're at like some sort of human suit, and then they're looking at each other. Here, you can actually put this whole entire background to be one single color, like do that sort of thing to it. And so then it kind of keeps the focus on the characters, since they're gonna be the most readable thing in it, other than the text itself. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't need to take very long, probably like 15 minutes or 20 to make the really rough work. Or if you're really quickly at drawing and you draw better than me in less time, then do that. Draw it really quickly, and don't focus on how it's supposed to finally look. After you do all the rough work, you can always scale things and adjust it and do all that sort of nitpicky stuff. You can also animate in this program, just let you know. So if you ever wanted to make a comic that looks like it's animated, this might be a good program to do it at. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna also go into all the details of this software that is pretty amazing for comic making and all this other things. But thank you for joining me for this video. Like usual, peace out.